Hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving and got lots and lots of food. This is way too wet to open up. There we go. I definitely stuffed myself. I'm saying that proactively. We're taping this before Thanksgiving, but I assure you I'm going to be so full, I'm going to have to just sleep on the floor for several hours after I finish. All right, let's get into it. I'm John Stanton, editor of Gambit, and this is the Get Down. This is sort of this week, because we're taping this actually before Thanksgiving. We're going to kind of just kick right into what we're doing this week now that you were seeing this at Gambit. But I will tell you a fun little Thanksgiving story. Back in the day when I was a struggling college student, me and my ex-wife and our friend decided to have Thanksgiving at my house one year. And we had a really small place, and we all kind of cooked a bunch of stuff. I did the turkey, and we set up this card table for us to have dinner at. And I sat on the couch, which was the greatest life hack I'd ever come up with, and I did not know I needed to have it because I could literally eat until I fell asleep and just lean over and fall asleep on the couch for like 30 minutes, and then wake up and sit back up and begin feeding myself again until I needed another like 30-minute disco nap, and then I would just do it, and I did that for like 4 hours. Probably the greatest Thanksgiving I've ever had in my whole life. But speaking of doing a holiday on a budget, the Trump economy sucks, and it's killing us all. Absolutely sucks. And nobody's got any money, and it's trash. So this week we decided to put together some ideas for everybody who's struggling right now in this terrible, terrible economy. And we put together a bunch of great ideas for things to do with your friends and your family, some stuff around town that's free or cheap, ideas for recipes, that kind of thing. So definitely go check it out. It's like I said, economy sucks, things are terrible. Like I just bought a new Christmas tree topper. It was a used Star Trek Enterprise that lights up. It's so sweet. Off of eBay. And I got it from a person in Canada. And when it got to the border, UPS emailed me and told me that I had a $33 Trump tax I had to pay because of his goofy ass tariffs against Canada. So yeah, that sucks, but it is still a sweet Christmas topper. So definitely go check out the issue and stick around. We're going to be talking Christmas music and Christmas movies today on the episode.
Hey everyone, I'm Michaela.
I'm Marini.
And we're with The Pearl. We're back to talk about our holiday issue.
Yes.
Yay!
It's my favorite issue of the year.
I know, it's fun. We started in advance, obviously, of the holidays. So we've already been in Christmas and holiday mode since like October. But this issue has some great holiday recipes that you can add to any of your parties or like, obviously, your big dinner celebration, that sort of thing. Mm-hmm. Do you want to tell us about them?
Yeah, we got 3 recipes from local restaurants and chefs, and we paired them with vessels from local boutiques and shops. So not only is it a good story to pick out some new recipes, there's a cocktail recipe, a main course, and a dessert. But there's also some dishes we think they would look really cute in. Yeah. So it's also a little bit of shopping as well.
The cocktail glasses especially are so cute.
Yeah, they are cute. I think they're from Fina.
Yeah. They're fun little martini glasses. So definitely check those out. And then we have Shop Dog as usual. He's a cutie.
Yeah, we did Louis of Billy Reed. And Billy Reed is also just a really nice seasonal store. I feel like they have a lot of like good seasonal fabrics. They have wool, leather, velvet, just really nice high quality pieces. Yeah. And then Louis is running around and he's a miniature Schnauzer. He's really cute.
Aw, fun. And speaking of local shops, all of our gift guides in the holiday issue are exclusively local items that you find at shops around town of varied price point, subjects. Like we have men, women, kids, pets, things for the foodie in your life, stocking stuffers. We do price points too. So like things under $50, $100, that sort of thing. And it's always fun to put these together because it feels like shopping, honestly.
Yeah, and it's like, it gives me a good idea of like, what should I buy for Christmas? Because we're like working early.
Yeah, and what I should ask for.
Yeah.
But in that vein, we encourage everyone to shop local and support the stores. I know a lot of businesses have struggled this year. And so Gambit and the Pearl have partnered for a fun little giveaway. If you pledge to shop local this year, you can enter for a 2-night stay at the Higgins Hotel, which is downtown. Beautiful place.
Yeah.
And you can have a really fun week or weekend, staycation.
Yeah.
But you can enter online, and that giveaway is going up until December 23rd. So you have plenty of time to shop local. And let us know what you find. I mean, you can reach out on Instagram. We'll be posting all our gift guides there.
Definitely.
Some fun reels of places you can visit during the holidays. So the holidays in New Orleans are a great time, and we're happy to be a part of it.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, thank you. We'll see you next time.
I am joined by the lovely and talented Jake Clapp.
Oh,
Jake,
thank you.
Good to have you on. And we're in the Christmas season, the holiday season. You know how much I freaking love Christmas music.
Yeah, you're all about it. Yeah.
And holiday music in general. One of the greatest holiday songs I think ever made is Sharon Jones's 8 Days, which is a Hanukkah song. It's amazing. Oh, God, it's so good. But let's talk about some new stuff coming up. And you're going to be doing a playlist, is that right, for us?
Well, so a few years, we've had a holiday playlist for Gambit for the last couple of years. Try to update it a lot. So I need to now, my rule, I don't know about you, is you got to wait until after Thanksgiving.
Oh, I've already been listening.
Okay. All right. So
listen, Mariah Carey said it was okay on November 1st, so I was down.
Yeah.
I was down.
So, in the next couple of weeks, I'll refresh our holiday playlist. We'll get that up on Gambit, and tons of good New Orleans holiday music will be out there. Yeah. So this is kind of timely we're talking about it. December 5th, Strange Daisy Records, which is one of my favorite local labels, is putting out a new Christmas compilation and full of really incredible indie rock, punk bands. There's music by Kelly Duplex, Lucy, who I just absolutely love, Butte, Silver Godling, The World is a Vampire. And there's a few covers, but a lot of it is new original music. So new indie rock Christmas songs, some very bittersweet songs. World is a Vampire has, which is the side project from some of the members of Thou. They have a song called Fuck Christmas, and it's great. So I've been listening to that the last couple of days, and it's just super good. So
There's a couple of other new things that I want to point out this year. They're not these are not New Orleans things, and I can't believe I'm about to say this because I hate the band. I love the Madden Brothers. I actually know them from DC. They're very nice guys, but Good Charlotte sucks. That said, they have a new cover of Fairy Tale in New York that is very, very good.
Okay.
And that's one of my favorite songs. And, I don't like any of the covers really I've ever seen or heard, but that one it's very, very good. You should check it out. Yeah. Willie Nelson has a new original song called Christmas Love Song, which is beautiful. Okay. It's kind of like a little wistful, but it's also a little hopeful, because, Willie's really slowed down in the last, I feel like, couple of years with his music. It's gotten more. I mean, he's also 4,000 years old and higher than hell. So, it's going to be slower. But then there is a reissue of El Salto Navideño by Willie Colon and Hector Lavoe, who are the kind of masterminds behind the Fania All-Stars. Basically, the funk salsa sound that you know and love from the 70s.
Very cool.
These two guys who did it. Willie Colon was one of the greatest trombone players who's ever lived and also an amazing singer. And this record, I just started listening to it today, and it blew my mind how good it is. And it's a remastered reissue from, I think, the 70s when it came out originally. But you don't get a lot of salsa Christmas music other than some really cheesy Mi Belen covers or stuff like that.
Yeah. So, this isn't exactly salsa, but have you heard, Charlie and the Tropicals?
Sure.
Yeah. So a couple years ago, they put out Presents for Everyone.
Ooh.
And that is actually... So I broke my own Thanksgiving rule. I have been listening to Presents for Everyone. Yeah. It is
Look at you.
Awesome.
Getting on that Christmas music early, train.
Yeah, it's gonna sneak up on me. But it's like taking a Christmas cruise in the Caribbeans in the 50s and cumbia, just a lot of Cuban, Jamaican sounds. It's very good. It's really good.
Awesome.
So yeah.
Great.
So tis the season.
Tis the season.
Yeah.
I'm joined by Lionel Nosaka, who is one of our producers here on the Get Down, and an all-around utility player on our business side of the operations here at Gambit. Also a cinephile, big, huge nerd.
Big time. Nerd?
Yeah, no, definitely a nerd.
Yeah, honestly, I play video games. Yeah.
But we're going to talk a little bit about Christmas movies and holiday movies in general. We both love them very much. What is you got any picks for something that people should be watching this year?
Yeah, big time. I think my number one choice that I'd recommend is 2023. It was an underrated movie from 2023. It was called The Holdovers. It was directed by Alexander Payne. You may know him from Sideways or Citizen Ruth. His frequent longtime collaborator Paul Giamatti is also in this movie, and it's a wholesome, very warm holiday movie. It's meant to make you feel good. The general gist is like, some kids are stuck at school over Christmas break. They are the holdovers. But it's a movie that just feels like soul food. It makes you feel good. It is a warm holiday movie. It flew under the radar. I think everyone needs to check it out. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I love it when you come with something a little bit sincere and earnest. Because
just a little bit, right?
Yeah. We were talking about this earlier. My partner Emma, she watches a lot of Hallmark movies at Christmas time because she loves they're kind of mindless and cheesy.
You can make drinking games and everything for them now.
Yeah, you can.
There's so much good stuff.
Well, and she's kind of realized that prior to 2012, most of them are kind of trash and have a lot of problematic things in terms of gender stereotypes, racial stereotypes.
Yeah.
They make gay jokes a lot.
That was cool back then.
But post 2012, it's like a dramatic shift, right? They have a lot more movies with non-white casts, majority non-white casts. They have a lot of movies that star people with disabilities, people with autism. They have even when it's a majority white cast, they always have a lot of representation of other races of people. There are a lot of queer characters in a lot of these movies. And one that we watched recently, she had me watch it, I thought was actually very, very good, is called The Christmas Contract. Came out, I think, 2 or 3 years ago, and I loved it. It's set in Lafayette, and it's one of 10
Lafayette
movies.
here?
Lafayette, Louisiana.
Ooh.
It's one of 10 of their movies since 2012 that have been set in Louisiana. Most of them are, I think, in Baton Rouge, which is the most unpicturesque place on earth. Except for the sign that says you're leaving Baton Rouge, there's nothing good to look at in Baton Rouge, except for the Whataburger, as you and I both love.
Now there's two.
There's two, I know.
We got two. Options on options, man.
But you should definitely check it out. It's great. They're very much in on the joke of the movie. It's like the guys are a writer, and he's supposed to write a romance book, and he's got this list of plot points for the romance. And he basically he lives them out during the story, and
like Stranger Than Fiction,
oh
my gosh, yeah.
And it's kind of silly, it's a classic Hallmark movie. There's not a lot of tension. The stakes are never particularly high, but it's fun, and it's it's set in Lafayette, and they also actually part of it is at their Noel Village, which is a real thing you can go visit. So yeah, it's a great movie.
We have to shout out Die Hard.
Die Hard, obviously a Christmas
Have to give that a shout out, dude. It is, it's 100% a Christmas movie.
Die Hard 2 is a movie? Or is it a Christmas movie?
Die Hard 2 is a movie is such an accurate statement. It is absolutely one of the movies of all time.
But I think by far, my two favorite movies that I watch kind of back to back on Christmas Eve every year now is first I watch Gremlins. Because amazing Christmas movie.
Honestly, dude.
Amazing Christmas movie.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the
Storied
classic
franchise.
Storied franchise. Well, they got a new one coming out too.
No, they don't.
No, they do. They have a third one.
That's
They just started
ridiculous.
working on it.
Well, then I need another Leprechaun movie.
Oh God, no, you don't. That's racist. But then I always watch Scrooged.
That's
which
a good one.
Is
Yeah.
an absolute banger and a classic movie. And every time at the end of that movie, I cry. Every single time I watch it. Every year, I'm sitting on my couch, really drunk, finishing up my eggnog and Michter's rye concoction, and I cry. It's such a good movie.
I'm gonna have to give that another rewatch this year. But please, everyone, watch The Holdovers. Pretty please.
I recently sat down with the Gentilly Santa, who is amazing. He, of course, as everyone knows, Mr. Fred, who long time was the 7th Ward Santa, New Orleans' Black Santa for literally decades, for generations of kids, passed away a few years ago, and Gentilly Santa has kind of taken up the mantle. And I sat down and talked with him a little bit about being Santa Claus, how awesome that is, why Christmas is great, and why representation at Christmas time matters. He also had a horrible take on whether or not Die Hard is a Christmas movie. So here's a little clip of it. Definitely go to our YouTube channel and check it out. It's a really fun little interview with him. He's an amazing dude. And he's got some public events coming up soon. So if you've got kids and you want to get their picture taken with Santa Claus, definitely head over and have them sit with the Gentilly Santa.
It's bigger than Santa Claus for me. You know, my thing is, and I think my purpose was to service the youth. You know, be a mentor and be someone that they can say, well, man, if Coach Brown can, you know, make it and do it without doing it the wrong way, I can. And that's the same thing with the Santa, just being, you know, somebody that they can see, you know, doing something positive, bringing that joy. When those kids come around that corner and see Santa Claus, man, and they face light up, it just does something for me. And I know I'm doing the right thing, you know, because it's all about the kids at the end of the day.
Yeah. Finally, and another thing. This week we have some bad news and some good news to talk about. I live in the 7th Ward, as a lot of people may know, and the bar in my neighborhood is the First and Last Stop. First and Last Stop is a Black-owned bar. It's been there for 75 years. It's had a number of owners over those decades, including for a brief period, Ernie Cato's widow. It was called Ernie Cato's number 2 when she owned it. But for the last couple decades, Miss Carol has owned it. And Miss Carol is lived in the neighborhood her whole entire life, came up going to the bar. She is one of the nicest people you'll ever meet in your whole life. And, you know, as our neighborhood has changed dramatically over the last decade or so, thanks to gentrification and thanks to short-term rentals, which have really gutted out our neighborhood in a lot of ways. Miss Carol has kept First and Last Stop a big part of our community. Not only just for people that have been going there for decades, but for newcomers like myself, and even for tourists. It's a welcoming place to anybody who wants to come in and have a drink and hang out. But more importantly than that, it is a very fundamental part of our culture here in New Orleans. Since pretty much its beginning, it has been used by Black masking Indian tribes in my neighborhood to dress on Mardi Gras morning, to go out, and they gather there on St. Joseph's night, and also a lot of the second line crews and social and pleasure clubs. It's their hangout, and before their second lines the night before, they have big parties, and it's really a big, huge part of the culture. As are Black-owned bars in general in this city, many of which are dying off. This week, The Lens wrote an excellent story on this situation going on because the new owner decided to evict Miss Carol. There's a lot going on there. You should definitely go read The Lens' story on it, but suffice it to say, it got pretty ugly. She has accused him of using the N-word to her face multiple times. He very strongly denies that, but he does admit to sending her some pretty harassing text messages and sending her multiple videos of Black women being evicted from their homes, which he has, I guess, apologized for. Initially, when we all found out about this, because Kermit Ruffins went on Instagram and said he was going to be opening up a new bar in the space. And, you know, Kermit opening up a bar at First and Last Stop is not a bad idea, certainly. He is a local guy, he's deeply, obviously, part of the culture. He's a great musician, a local bar owner. But when he found out what had happened between Miss Carol and her new landlord, he decided he was not going to take over the space, but instead he's going to pay her back rent that is owed to this guy. And he's also going to be holding a concert outside of the bar on December 2nd at 4:20, obviously, because it's Kermit, to help raise money. And I encourage everybody in town, definitely head down to the bar. They're going to be passing the hat around to raise up money to give to Miss Carol to make sure she can stay in the bar and keep First and Last Stop going. And, you know, as I said earlier, you know, there's been a long history in our city of Black-owned bars in our neighborhoods. And over the last several decades, more and more of those have either like just shut down altogether or been forced out, largely as a result of gentrification. Katrina did force some folks out, but a lot of it has been sort of post-Katrina, and a lot of these bars are disappearing. And these are the places where brass band music comes from. It's where like Black masking Indians go to hang out, second line organizations, things like that. This is a huge cornerstone of what makes New Orleans culture and New Orleans the place that it is. And losing them is going to mean that we are going to lose a huge part of that culture. You cannot replicate that in another situation. And it's very important for us all, I think, to help support all these Black bar owners and establishments, particularly right now as things are obviously very tough for everybody in the country, but no more so than these folks. It's always been a struggle business, and you're sort of getting by on the margins, and they do it because they love it and they love their communities. It is incumbent upon all New Orleanians, black or white, to do what they can to help support this integral part of our city. Anyway, that'll do it for me this week. Like and subscribe and smash the button like the dirty, rotten scoundrels that you are. And be sure to head over to bestofneworleans.com to check out our latest issue, the latest issue of The Pearl, and also to become a member of the Gambit crew to help support the journalism we do here every day.